Hi y'all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kirsty, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 2 recipes that were husband approved. Hi y'all, so tonight for dinner we're having something that we just kind of put together. We had this a few days ago and we really liked it, so we're going to have it again. But the main course is we're going to cook up this deer tenderloin with some sauteed bell pepper, onion, and some of these mushrooms. And then once that's done, we're going to cover it with brown gravy. We're going to have some purple whole peas on the side, some macaroni and cheese on the side, and then Tyler decided tonight he also wanted to have some cornbread. So let's go ahead and get started on this dinner. We're going to let these vegetables saute in the pan for a few minutes while we chop up the steak. After adding in our steak, we're going to add in some of this Lowry seasoned salt. Not too much, you don't want it to be too salty. Oven's preheated. Now we're just going to stir this together, put the lid back on it, and let it cook. For the gravy, we're just going to follow the directions on the back of the package. And that's what's for dinner tonight. Y'all better watch out. Tyler's about to grab this plate. Hi y'all. So tonight for dinner, we're going to be making a recipe that I got from my sister-in-law, Lindy. She calls it Asian chicken. So I'm going to show you what you would need and kind of how we're going to make it. What you're going to need is you're going to need some chicken breast, and we're going to cut those up into little nugget size. And then we're going to flour them and fry them just like you would for chicken nuggets. We're going to stir fry up a bell pepper. We're just going to use this yellow bell pepper, a pretty small onion, and probably a couple cups of this broccoli. And then once you have your chicken done, you're going to make a sauce to go over all of it. And the things that she told me I was going to need was some chicken broth, and I'll just make some out of these bouillon cubes. Some soy sauce, but we're going to use this coconut aminos, some brown sugar, some chili powder, ground ginger, garlic powder. She didn't tell me that I would need this red pepper, but I think that would be really good in it, so I might put a few of those in there. And then she told me that when you make the sauce, if you feel like it's a little too runny, you can always add 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, so I'm going to have that out just in case I need it. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is the chicken, because that will take the longest just to prep and everything. So let's go ahead and get started on the chicken. With my flour, I only seasoned it with some salt and pepper, but the way I like to do my chicken is I like to put it in the flour first, then I'll dredge it over here in the egg wash, And then I'll put it back in the flour again. And then I'll just set it to the side. I mean, are you really frying chicken if your counter doesn't look like this when you get done? I have the oil for the chicken heating up on the stove on about a medium heat. It's not quite at the temperature I'm ready to put the chicken in. So while we wait, I'm going to chop up these vegetables. So our oil is up to the temperature I want it, and so we're just going to go ahead and put these nuggets right in the oil. With our chicken cooking, I'm going to go ahead and start on our vegetables. Just get those in the pan so they can start cooking too. That's just the onion and yellow bell pepper. And I'm going to go ahead and add in some mushrooms. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but we had some on hand and we really love mushrooms. I'm going to pour in some of this frozen broccoli. And then I'm just going to go ahead and season this with a little bit of salt and pepper. Stir it up. And I did put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan too. And then I'm just going to put a lid on it. What, Moji? What? What? You're such a sweet boy. So I just put in my last batch of chicken. So we're going to get started on the sauce. Now I'm going to be doubling the recipe just because with the amount of chicken that I made, we're going to have leftovers. And so I want extra sauce to go with those leftovers. But I will put the recipe down in the description box below that she sent me. So I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, but like I said, the recipe will be down in the description box. So I'm going to add in 2 cups of chicken broth. Y'all hear Moses? Move, buddy. Going to add in 2 tablespoons of the coconut aminos, or you can use soy sauce if that's what you want. I'm going to add in 1 cup of brown sugar. And then with the seasonings, she didn't really have a specific amount of seasoning. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of eyeball it to what I think would taste good. So with these seasonings, if you like one of them over the other, maybe put more of that one in than the other one. Going to put in some chili powder. Some garlic powder, ground ginger, and just a few red peppers. Stir that together. And then we're going to let this simmer. And what I'll do is when it's hot and it's been simmering for a little bit, if I need it to be kind of a thicker sauce, I'll add in the cornstarch. And I'll let you know if I have to do that or not. And that's what we're having for dinner tonight, Asian chicken. Now, I did taste this before I plated it up, and y'all, it is so good. So Lindy, thank you so much for this recipe. And I did add some cornstarch to the sauce, just so y'all know, so you might want to add about 1 teaspoon at a time until it's your desired thickness. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me in the kitchen today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, and let me know down in the comments which recipe you think your husband would love the most. Bye!